I don't think we're going to see any of that play this time. I think we will be able to see the standard kind of 14-14. But without further ado, we first have in the top right section. Does this seem slow to you?
Seems okay to me.
Okay.
there goes Endlesswaltz plugging his stream.
Yes, and go watch him if you're a Dota fan.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that later.
We do have
First,
the green Zerg spawning in the top right section. Hit playing for the University of Texas Arlington. Why didn't it zoom? Oh fuck!
Wrong button.
Oh my god.
Alright, and with that very embarrassing technical
difficulty...
I'm not
zooming in. I'm just not doing it.
Okay. In the bottom left-hand corner, we have the blue Zerg. He has a stream that he was plugging already, so I'm not going to say too much more about him. We have Endlesswaltz.
Mouse wheel. Mouse wheel is nowhere near pause.
So I think the really interesting thing that I generally tend to see in this matchup is whether or not the Zergs actually decide to go for Roaches, or when they decide to go for Roaches, and whether or not they decide to go for a Baneling nest. So what are your thoughts about that?
It all depends on what you scout. How I still like ZVZ to be played out is getting that Baneling nest and starting that Baneling aggression. Now when to do it, try not to follow me, because each time that I tried to do it, I lose. And Endlesswaltz is doing exactly what I was talking about at the beginning of the game, with just having such longer walking distances that you can be able to get that hatchery down. So we're going to see this play out, how this works out. We did have the gas first from Hit, which gets the spawning pool, so he may be going for this Baneling play, which I kind of detect. I can't talk now. We may be getting a very early Baneling nest. We may even be getting the 5-minute and 30-second Baneling timing, which is extremely risky and extremely aggressive from the Zerg player. But so far, the only scouts that are going down are these Overlords, which is extremely common in the Zerg versus Zerg matchup, as the only thing that attacks up is Queens, so you get those extremely later. The second Overlord from Endlesswaltz was a little delayed because all the minerals went into this hatchery, so there was no need for them. And we do have the first 6 Zerglings out on the field, and we stopped mining gas exactly at 100. So we will not be getting that very quick Baneling nest. Instead, we will be getting this very fast expansion, as Endlesswaltz doesn't spot it.
We do see a Spinecrawler going down for Endlesswaltz, so he is probably expecting this early aggression. That Overlord did manage to see that natural expansion from Hit was just now going down, so much later than Endlesswaltz, probably expecting a huge influx of Zerglings. So he wants to play extra safe, get that Spinecrawler out, as well as get out a couple of Zerglings. But it looks like Hit wants to maybe get out a couple of Zerglings to do pressure with, and then macro out of this. So definitely not probably going to be seeing a huge all-in anytime in the exact near future.
Yeah, and actually the timing that's going to happen is all these Zerglings are going to hit when speed finishes. And that's the scary time. Hit.
They're going to hit.
And so far there's no additional gas, so we probably will not see any additional Zerglings coming out. And actually just looking at the production tab right now from Hit, he may not build any drones out of that second hatchery and just do this very strong Zergling play. And these drones just missed the wall.
Endlesswaltz is actually in a really rough position right now.
Yeah, Endlesswaltz tried to pull off these. Yep, and Endless is going to call it. What Endless wanted to do is have those these drones wall off this, and he just missed the Zerglings, and that small micro trick costed the game.